Welcome to TBD.
We are back on the road again with another TBD Community Creations Tour featured match, and we're going to pit another original CAW from the community against one of my TBD creations, and this is the opponent for our creation tonight.
Becca, the X-Factor Blade.
Yes, Becca X Blade, the X-Factor out of Queensland, New Zealand. She is a sight to behold, and she is also a complete fucking badass in the ring. She's got the whole arena exploding here in LAW, where we've reached back again in virtual North America. We will have some other arenas soon, but I have to play through that fucking MyRise to unlock all of those, so bear with us on that one. As more pyro goes off, Becca Blade enters the ring. Now you can find Becca on the Community Creations page from creator Mystery Fluids. That's Fluid CAW. The hashtags are Fluid CAWs, Original CAW, or just hashtag MyRise. And she is someone you will want to have in your universe mode. An absolutely expert creation. The use of custom images and the face texture and everything else going on with this is fucking fire. And my offerings are much more simple and to the point. I focus more on character, and I do not have the skills to put in this level of detail and put in this much work. So big shout out to Fluid CAWs for this. And Becca X Blade is going to be taking on, you heard that right, it is the reigning and defending TBD Women's World Champion.
From Arlington, Virginia, America's sweetheart, Shirley Valliant.
Yes, America's sweetheart is here. She's not brought the title with her because I didn't set that option on correctly. But regardless, it means she gets that one little bit of pyro in her entrance, so she can somewhat not feel completely embarrassed by the display from Becca X Blade there. But Shirley Valliant, the throwback to the golden age, and a wonderful champion to represent TBD here. Our general manager, Tammy I should say, does like to pit competitors together based on their overall stats. Becca is a little bit of a powerhouse in that department, so I didn't have anyone that could quite reach her 100 overall, and this is the best offering we could offer with Shirley Valliant at 89, so I wonder which way this will go. Regardless, I am thinking we are in for a treat with this matchup. These two styles are opposed, but they are two fantastic competitors in their own right. And Becca Blade showing her dominance right off of the get-go, stamping Shirley's breasts into the floor there after the shoulder tackle, but she didn't take kindly to that, bouncing back with a pump kick and into a bridging Northern Light suplex without a bridge. I've got to say right off the get-go that the height of Becca Blade surprises me a little there. I thought she was a bit shorter than she was, going eye to eye with that pumped up perm of Shirley Valliant rather than her own eyes, as she escapes the Boston Crab early and goes into a pinfall cover. Referee Charles Robinson into the cover quickly there, but she gets her shoulder up before one. And what's this she set it up for? On the shoulder! Oh, a shoulder breaker there! Shades of the Dreamweaver scapular epiphany with that one. And she gets sent into the referee, which seems to happen thrice every match around here at TBD. But Becca's not letting that slow her down, just cutting America's sweetheart off under the chin there with the elbow. I hear that Becca Blade is described as someone who's ready to get down to business and power her way to the top of the ladder. She comes out of the gate hitting hard, but her unprecedented strength is what keeps her one step ahead of the competition. And she's one step ahead of Shirley Valliant here as she ducks down and spins round into a tiger driver. Shirley Valliant is reeling after this innovative offense. Oh, and into a Saito suplex from down on the floor. Just seamless transitions from Becca Blade. She is going to use a lot of creative and hard-hitting strong style offense in this matchup. Shirley Valliant throws back to more of a Wendy Richter style with her old school holds and transitions. So she's going to keep it to that. Oh, this is not where she wants to be. I would say that Shirley is a master of the fundamentals of wrestling, and she uses those expertly without anything too flashy, aside from perhaps a somersault kick Virginia Sunrise finisher. But Becca Blade seems to be someone that is a lot more creative in the ring, taking more risks perhaps and thinking outside the box. And maybe that will be the blueprint to get one over on the so far undefeated women's champion Shirley Valliant. Oh, and another shoulder breaker there, showing us that could very well happen off the top rope with a lion salt. Such an impressive vertical leap from Becca Blade there. And what is she setting up for here? A roll through deadlift schoolboy powerbomb. This is one of her signature maneuvers, and it almost put our champion away there. I was on the edge of my sofa for that one. Such an incredible maneuver, such an impressive feat of strength. They talked about her unprecedented strength earlier in the match, but this strike exchange goes the way of Shirley Valliant as she clambers back into the ring. Perhaps desperately tries to get back in control of this one. She's stutter-stepping there. Or could she be looking for this head scissors on the top rope? Maybe she was, but Becca Blade was ready for her. But Shirley giving as good as she gets with the reversal straight back and just throwing straight forearms into the face of Becca Blade, overwhelming her there. Oh my word. What is she setting up for here? I say that Shirley usually keeps it to the basics. Oh, but she comes through the middle rope with a baseball slide in midair there. Dropkick sending Becca Blade careering to the floor, and then a snap suplex on the outside for good measure. Gosh, I'm very impressed so far with the X Factor of Queensland, New Zealand. She is going toe-to-toe with the best our roster has to offer, and that is no easy feat. We've seen Shirley Valliant taking on 3 women at once in the Wicklow County Misfits, and they are no pushovers, and she has always found a way to come out on top. So that perseverance is going to be something difficult for Becca Blade to overcome, but something tells me that she's got it in her. With Shirley Valliant going to take this back inside the ring. I've got to think that if she has any advantage, that is where it's going to be. Keeping it to the rule book, as Charles Robinson beckons her in right there. Oh, but look at this distance. It is conducive to the Virginia Sunrise! She hits it right on the top of the head. That cartwheel into a kick. Oh my God! We've never seen anyone so far on this broadcast kick out of that maneuver. And Becca Blade, I said it before, Shirley Valliant throwing up the Chase U sign there. Becca Blade is the first woman to kick out of the Virginia Sunrise. And I hate to say, I might not even be surprised. A crossbody off the top rope. Shirley doesn't seem phased at all. She's retaining complete control in this matchup. Getting the slightly larger and tatted up woman to her feet. Oh no, not a bridging German butterfly suplex. A Schmetterling suplex, if you will, on the outside. And she's sitting up here. Oh, a close range Virginia Sunrise. Maybe without some of the theatrics. Shirley is all fired up here. She's foregoing her usual happy-go-lucky nature and just bringing it to the X Factor. Oh, but that is perhaps a mistake. This is Becca Blade's wheelhouse. This is where she does her best work. She wants to turn this into a violence party, and she's going to do it right there, stomping out the women's champion. Oh, she's taking a time here. Getting a little bit maybe she forgot what the next spot was. Having to call an audible with another Saito suplex. Oh no. Maybe she was just setting up for this. Oh! But she took too long! Shirley Valliant with the wherewithal to pick up a counter. She hits a Russian leg sweep and just throwing some bombs. Shirley is not backing down. She's going to take this slugfest style and take it straight to Becca X Blade. Oh, and this might be the final nail in the coffin. But what the fuck was that? Shirley Valliant had a bit of a migraine there. I forgot where she was. The Virginia Sunrise is thwarted before it even gets going. The mere presence of Becca Blade putting off a usually very concentrated competitor, and she's going to run it back. Could it be once again Virginia Sunrise? She hits it twice, That is done and dusted. 1, 2, and a 3. Oh my word. A hugely impressive effort there, everybody, from Becca X Blade. I've got to give props once again to Fluid CAW's amazing form of artistry, really, in this community creation, and an impressive showing in the ring. Shouts out to the entrance and the moveset of Becca Blade as well. She's got some badass shit going on there, and she really displayed it against our reigning women's champion. But overall stats or no, the CPU dictates that Shirley has this one in the bag. Well, you gotta say, if you're going up against a champion, if you're gonna take a loss to anyone, that is who you would want it to be. And I would say, with this showing in that matchup, I would love to see Becca Blade return on one of our weekly TBD episodes. Get mixed up in the title picture, maybe, because she certainly showed she could hang with the top of the division. And that's all for us today. We will catch you next time on TBD.